What's up, everybody? Welcome into Country Junker's Life. I got a funny story for you today about a listing that I listed last night on eBay. The item was this 1987 original cast recording of Phantom of the Opera, double LP record. So I listed it last night around 7 o'clock p.m. Within an hour or so, I got a message from the eBay police, aka an eBay user that felt the need to send me a multi-paragraph message about how I should have listed it differently or better. So the record itself, it's a gatefold, which just means it opens like that. It has the original inner sleeves. I'm not going to take the records out, but the records are both in excellent condition. And it also has the original playbill booklet, which has artwork from the original cast recording and like all the lyrics and everything inside it. That's in really nice shape. A lot of times that's missing if you find that record. But anyway, I'll pop that up on the screen and read along with you. So here's what he had to say, guys. Please, could I suggest some amendments to the item specifics tags? It would be good if the genre tag could be changed to soundtracks and musicals. The item specifics tags could have been auto-assigned. I am aware that there are opera-style songs and operatic tendencies in musicals like Phantom. At the same time, I know it's technically incorrect to use the word soundtrack for recordings of stage musicals. However, most people who are interested in Phantom are musical theater lovers. Also, the soundtracks and musicals genre tag already encompasses music from stage musicals. As such, it would still be appropriate for recordings of Phantom. If the tags were amended, Phantom listings like this would be more visible to buyers of stage musical recordings. Now you can see here, guys, it did sell last night, overnight, in less than 8 hours after I listed it for $59.95 plus shipping. So I didn't see this message till late last night. I looked at it again this morning after I woke up and saw that it sold, and I just shot him a quick message that says thank you for the suggestions. However, this did sell for full price less than 8 hours after I listed it. In all fairness, he was just trying to say, hey, if you list this in a different category, you may get more views on it. I get it. But when I list stuff, I try to pick the best category. There are some items like records that can appeal to different genres. So the category does matter that you put it in, but I put it in the one that I thought it would get the most views and do best. And obviously it did sell quickly. So the moral of the story is, when you list something, make sure you put it in the right category. Don't discount a message from another eBay user. I have gotten messages before that are specifically about something I said about an item that may not be correct. That, I learned something and I went in and edited the listing to make it correct. So, just to avoid a return if somebody were to buy it and get the item and then they're like, hey, wait a minute. So you do have to be aware of that when you get that kind of message, but just take it with a grain of salt sometimes. A lot of times it's just, like I said, the eBay police sending you a message, to say, hey, this is how I would have done it. Not always correct. So use your best judgment. If you guys are resellers, whether you're full-time or it's a part-time gig for, a little side cash, side hustle, or if you just do it as a hobby, don't pass up records. Records can be really good. Classic rock and jazz still do fairly well. Not quite as well as what I think they used to, but stuff like this, these are ones that I currently have listed. You got Shaved Fish by John Lennon, Rolling Stones, The Who. This is a cool one. It's a parody record by the Ruddles. It's a Beatles parody. Hot topics or hot genres in records right now are indie rock, indie alternative, heavy metal, death metal, stuff like that is flying off the shelves. I don't have any to show you because they sell pretty much as soon as I list them, really quickly, as long as you list them correctly and price them correctly, meaning not overpriced. You can put it on there for $300, but doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. So keep that in mind while you're out at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, wherever you go to thrift. If you see a pile of records, look through them. I would recommend what they say, they call it living in the solds. So, at night when you're watching TV, or if you're out at an appointment or something and you're waiting, you can go to eBay, you can type in vintage vinyl records, go to the sold listings, and then go to highest sold and just kind of scroll through them to see what's selling for the most money. And, the more you do that, the more you'll learn, and the more it'll get committed to memory, so that next time you're out and you see a pile of records and you're thumbing through it, you'll go, oh man, that's one I should pick up. So keep that in mind. I appreciate you guys checking this out. Give us a like, give us a follow. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.